Look who's here. Uh, so you want to play recorder now? Well, I was going to cut my fingernails, but since you're here, and I can do that later, and I will, let's play some recorder now. So, I am Mr. Messerly. I teach at Hyde Park School. So, just in case there are some of you who might not go to Hyde Park School, I want to just go really quickly through the basics of how to play recorder. Also, even if you go to Hyde Park but you're not in 3rd and 4th grade anymore, go get your recorder anyway, because we're going to be doing some different stuff today. And music's music. Let's see. Okay. This is a recorder. This is a recorder. It is not a flute. It is a recorder. A recorder is actually an instrument that's been around way before the flute was. They used to be made of wood. They were popular during the Baroque era. And then they fixed it. Anyway, so the reason I bring that up is I know that this is just a plastic tube with holes in it, but it's not a toy. It's an actual instrument, and so I want you to treat this like an instrument and not a toy. It's good training for when you get more expensive instruments that cost a lot of money to repair, and also just thinking of this as an instrument and not a toy will change the way you make music on it. Also, between you and me, a lot of people don't like high-pitched, squeaky sounds. I know, right? But it's true. So, if you want to be able to keep playing recorder while you're at home, you need to make sure that you don't seriously annoy the people who are living with you. There's no reason for a recorder to be overtly unpleasant to the people out there in the house. So don't do that thing where you cover up this hole right up here and blow. It's the worst. I don't like it. No one likes it. Don't do it. If you are blowing with slow air into your recorder, it won't squeak. There's a couple ways that you get squeaks, and the most common way is that the holes are not covered up completely with your fingers, but those aren't really loud squeaks. So those ones probably won't drive the people crazy. The other way you get squeaks is overblowing, blowing the air through the recorder too fast, too hard. That way will get the recorder taken away and possibly smashed with a hammer. So just keep that in mind, that this is an instrument that was used like in orchestras, still is used in orchestras. It can and should be beautiful. Even when playing hot cross buns. All right, enough of the boring stuff. So what I want to do today is not recorder karate. I'll start doing recorder karate next lesson. What I want to do is give you some chances to actually just have fun on the instrument. Because in class, we usually have only got a couple minutes. We're trying to crank through recorder karate, and we don't get to kind of just make music with it. First things first, your left hand needs to be on top. So I've got my right hand on top because I'm assuming with the mirror image, this will be the hand you want on it. Stop complaining. Put your left hand on top. You're going to be using your right hand plenty down here in the near future. But if you ever want to play clarinet, saxophone, flute, and whatever other instrument I am forgetting in the wind family, your left hand will be on top. So just do it. Okay, so something that I see a lot of kids struggle with is having their fingers do this. If you're playing piano or guitar, this is maybe more of a correct technique, but on the recorder, if you flatten your fingers out, it seals up the holes so much more easily. So try to every once in a while check and make sure that you're not doing this. I get it, but you will squeak less if you have your fingers flat. Let's see. You want the recorder at approximately a 45-degree angle. No. No. Yes. No. Yes. No. Yes. Okay. You also don't put it too far into your mouth. You pretty much rest that part on your bottom lip. Oh, and wash your hands after you're done playing this. Nah, probably not a bad idea to rinse off your recorder after every play, or put it in its case or in its bag. So good, so good. All right, so now what I want to do today is let's just get a good first tone on B. I'm going to refer to this note as our ready position note. Also, I'm going to refer to it in a couple different ways in case you haven't really been taught notes on the treble clef staff yet. So, I might, if I do this, beyond the fact that it's fun, that means one finger on top. Unless I tell you specifically, your thumb will always stay covering up that bottom hole. Also, a pretty common way to have squeaks is that your thumb has slipped off the bottom hole. So this is B. This, 2 fingers down, is A. And this, 3 fingers down. My pinky's just curled up, so don't get confused by that. Wait, watch this. I can do it better. Yeah, anyway. Okay, so let's start with a good tone on our ready position note, B. Now, if it's squeaky or something, adjust your finger. Oh, I didn't think of this, but all the kids at Hyde Park School are aware of the candle thing that I do. So maybe I'll get the candle next class. Imagine this then. If you have a lit candle, like a birthday candle, and you blow air as if you're going to blow the candle out, and you blow it out, that's too hard. If you blow even enough air through your recorder to blow a candle out, then you're blowing too hard. So blow air into your recorder as if you're trying to make the candle flame flicker but not go out. Okay, so the next thing, and this is the hardest thing I think for beginners to get, and honestly I don't feel like I've come up with a really good way to teach it yet. So any wind teachers out there who have good suggestions on how to teach this, let me know and I will share them on. But I won't give you credit because I'm just that kind of guy. Okay, so what I'm talking about though is this. Tongue on the roof of your mouth. And you can say lots of things. I tend to say do. Do, 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 do. But you'll notice I didn't, once I started playing into the recorder, I did not say do, because it sounds like a, which is an awesome robot sound. Seriously, try it later on, which kind of goes against annoying your family, but you know what? Some things have to be done. I just said I am a robot. Don't engage your voice, just whisper. I want you right now to just whisper do into your recorder with this first position. I don't know if that's correct, but the first ready position, B. Do, 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 do. Sweet, huh? If you're doing this, I call it puffing, and it's going to make it really hard to play some of the songs in Recorder Karate later on, and it's just not great technique. I prove that it's not great technique by doing really fast rhythms. So if I do a fast rhythm, do, 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 boom, nailed it. It was awesome. You might want to rewind and listen to it again because it was that good. But if I puff it, you'll notice that you can't hear the rhythms as well. They all get kind of mushed together. So every time you play a note, unless the music tells you differently, but I'm not worrying about that right now, I need you to whisper do. Do, 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 do. Okay, so there's our basics. Now, let's just have you echo me with a couple rhythms to make sure that we're like rocking this do, 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 do thing. The articulation is or tonguing. By echoing, I mean I'm going to play something, and then I want you to play it. Cool? All right. So me, then you. Take a breath. Yes! That was amazing. I literally could hear every one of you, and you were amazing. Okay, so now we're going to do one finger, two finger. B to A. What did I do? I went do, 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 do. The inside of my mouth didn't change between this and this. It was just that I covered up the second hole. Do, 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 do. All right, echo. One finger to two finger. Do, 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 do. Yes, you are amazing. Slow air. Slow air. Okay, cool. Let's do reverse. 2, 1, 2, 1. That's weird to look at. It's also weird to watch yourself playing a recorder. Try it. Okay, here we go. Echo me doing this. I sometimes forget where I am. Okay, so now I'm going fast because, well, I don't know. That's just what I do. So feel free to stop the video at any time and practice these things. If it's sounding like and your head's starting to do that, stop and just like lock it in. Flat fingers. Let's add the third finger. What? Yes. 3. Yes. You've got this. This is a G, by the way. Okay. We're just going to get a solid G before we add any notes. So just play G and see if you can get it to, yeah, sound as good as mine. Cool. Okay, great. Oh, let's do the echo thing. I'm going to play some rhythms on just G, and then you're going to echo them back to me. Seriously, are you doing whispering do every time? Because I kind of feel like some of you aren't. No, but seriously, do it. Okay, let's do, let's just go 1, 2, 3. B-A-G, bag. That was the joke from about 10 minutes ago. Okay. One of the reasons that kids sometimes get frustrated with recorder is just literally just getting used to putting your fingers down in the right spot. And there's only one way to do that, and that is to just play. You start making minute adjustments, you start getting that muscle memory. So, it's really hard to do. Okay, so let's do that. Play with me. I'm gonna literally just play that exact same thing. 5 times. There, 5 times. And so just play with me. 1, 2, ready, go. Every single one of those was 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. So sweet, right? Okay, now let's go 3, 2, 1. Before we do 3, 2, 1, just make sure your G is locked in. By which I mean getting all four fingers covering up the holes can sometimes be a challenge. See, I have to adjust too. Okay, 3. That's what we're gonna do 5 times. Are you ready? 1, 2, ready, go. Nice. That was great. Something that I thought about while I was playing that is that sometimes I see a lot of kids when they're playing have their fingers, the ones that aren't on the holes at the time, float really far away, like this far away. And then they have to come all this way and hopefully land in the right spot. So when you're practicing, every once in a while, make sure your fingers are not floating too far away. Because if you can kind of become almost machine-like, like this. So it's just always right about it. You're going to find yourself having far fewer squeaks. Okay, so I'm trying to figure out whether I should stop here or maybe do a little improvisation. I know this is, we're up to about 18 minutes. Class is usually 40 minutes, but all right, tell you what. Let's just play some. And then at the next lesson, we'll do a little bit more improvisation. Okay, here's improvisation. A quick definition that some may argue with, but it's what I go with. Improvisation is when you're making up music right on the spot, right then and there. You're not reading music that was written out. You're not playing a song you memorized. You're making up the music on that spot. But here's the thing that I think makes it seem way more difficult than it really is that it's not just chaos. You're not just randomly picking how fast, how slow, what notes. What you're doing is taking a framework. So the framework we're going to have today is these 3 notes, right? We're not going to be playing any other notes. The rhythms are up to you. But what I want to do is a call and response where you are not actually echoing me. I know that's going to probably be hard at first, and it's okay if you echo me. So, but because in class we do a ton of where I do something and you do it back. But what I want you to try to do is almost treat my thing that I play as a question and yours as an answer. So what I'm going to do to kind of give you an example is I'm going to play something with BAG, 1, 2, or 3, and then I'm going to sing an answer back. This part I'm singing could potentially be like what you're going to play back to me in a minute. So if I do this, do, 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 do. started singing my thing. Okay. But does that make sense? So it's gonna take practice. Improvisation is not something you're just like automatically good at. So we've never really done this in class, so let's just see what happens. Worst case scenario is you're starting to play just notes without having me telling you what to play. Okay, so I'm gonna play 4 beats of something. I haven't even decided yet because I'm improvising it. And you're gonna play 4 beats back to me. It'll be like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Cool. It's like this. Okay, cool. So go back on this video, if you want, obviously. And just during your 4 beats, try different things. It can be, or it could be just like one note. And see if we can like have a conversation where I'm asking a question and you're answering it. Okay, I think that's gonna be enough recorder for today. Be kind to your family who have been listening to this. And I think what we're gonna do next time is a few minutes of just fun recorder exercises, and then we'll work on Gently Sleep. Make sure everyone's up to speed on Gently Sleep. Also, I am going to put a video for each song in Recorder Karate up with not a lot of talking, but basically me just playing the song like maybe 10 times at different tempos, different speeds, so that you can just practice along with me. So look for that in the next couple days, and you should be able to go on the Happy Hyde Park page and find whatever song that you are at in Recorder Karate. You are awesome. I love you guys so, so much, and I am just really, really lucky to get to make music with you. All right, I will see you soon, okay? Bye.